Hey there, and welcome back to 16 years and now kid free. The place I'm in. I would show you in a minute, but unfortunately there's a kid in the window, so I can't really show you. But I am in Abbey, and I thought the castle of Clitheroe was impressive. Was I wrong? Was I wrong indeed? My word. Yeah, this place absolutely brilliant. I'll spin round in a second so I won't get any kids in the view. But yeah, here's the courtyard. You know, look at this place, it's just so beautiful, and it brings a real sense of history on in this place. It's just absolutely fabulous. You know, if I turn around here, you can imagine the horses coming through with the Pope or somebody else that's coming down there, and just being this big affair and like greeting people that come into here. And then you can't actually go on because it is actually a working practice of... Oh, you're meant to pay. Okay, payment, so I've got to do that when I come back. That's brilliant. I did want to bring William down here and take a photo in front of it, but I didn't realise it was still working. But yeah, let's have a look around the gardens. This part dates back to about the 17th century, but there's going to be parts I'll show you that date back to the 13th century, which is just absolutely magnificent. I took a picture, but I couldn't actually take a picture of the windows earlier because there was somebody there. And you know, it's not nice taking pictures of people when they don't necessarily want it. But yeah, this is coming around this side in some of the original architecture, because before the Abbey was completed, they actually put more on bits onto the side of it. Yeah, you can imagine you had a lot of monks here, but you had a lot of aristocracy as well. So you have a lot of kitchens. Things, but it's only the ruins of them, but you can start to get a picture of it. And yeah, absolutely beautifully spectacular, the history of this place. But yeah, if you look down here, and then over there would have been where the fire pits were, and then you had a walkway into the main abbey, and all of these bits would have been for serving people all the way along here. And then as we bring around, this is back to some of the original stuff that was done, I think in the 14th century. I will go and check this out for you. I've read a lot of the billboards, information boards, sorry. It's not advertising. This week in the movies. I shouldn't talk like that in this. Very sacred place. But, oh, yeah. And the way they preserved it, and they've got the wildflowers coming in. And you can see how grand this place would have been. You can imagine the important information, important people, the important things that were spoken about in this place would be just phenomenal. There's another part of the garden that comes through here. This is what I mean. You can imagine like people disappearing off to their own parts of the castle. And you got one of the doors. I don't know if it's original or not, but I'm not going to touch it just in case it is. Yeah, there's a information point just up here, which I'll bring you over, and I'll give you a little bit more information about this area. But it's absolutely spectacular, and you can come here, enjoy the views. I've got to go and scan it, but for £3, okay, £3. Now that is a proper price. Yeah, none of this £18, £12 or stuff like that. You know, £3, and I'm not too sure how much it was for children. But I don't think it was anything for children. So if you've got a family for £6. You know, you can't even get a McDonald's for £6 these days. So there is what you want. This is when you're going to get the foot traffic through. And the history of it, it just breathes, absolutely breathes into you. It is just phenomenal. Yeah, you've got another part of the church over there. But I'm trying to keep these videos not too long. But yeah, it's the cloisters and lavatoriums. I've got to put it that way. But yeah, they were the 14th century, and the last parts of it was done in the 1400s. But this is where the monks would be educated, educate themselves in art and scripture and religion. Well, Christianity. Pretty sure it's still Christianity back then. But yeah, some of these places were started in Tudor times as well. So you can imagine the upheaval that happened going through these places from time to time. It's just, oh, a bit of rubbish. Somebody's dropped something, but I'll pick that up. Don't want rubbish. Actually, it might go with this bit of paper here, so I'm not too sure, so I'll leave that there, I will. Yeah, and this is the original footprint of what was originally here. And yeah, this is back, if you look at the, oh no, I have to go around that side to see it properly, because what would happen is, well actually you can see it here. You see these bits here? This is where all the pews would have been, down here in this bit, and you have it over that side as well. And then I'm not too sure how the structure would work other than that, but then you'd have the prayer pit, as they call it. But yeah, I'll give you some exact dates in a second to look through it. Yeah, Cheshire, power of the de Lacy family had founded the Abbey in Stalham, Cheshire, but this proved to be in the hospital location. In 1283, Henry de Lacy, Earl of Lincoln, and the great grandson of the original founder, was granted the monk's land of Whalley in 1296. 1296. That's over 800 years, no, just under 800 years ago, 800 years ago. And that's a lot. And if you look to see, it's the only picture I'm going to show you, how grand this place would have been. And this is what I was saying about the prayer pits, because this is where all the monks and that would stand around the edge while they were giving prayers. And I think it happened about eight times a day, along with all the food that was served over in that massive kitchen that used to be there. But my word, my word, my word. I can spend all day going around this place, but I've got a lot of videos to catch up on, so yeah, I'm gonna go into town for a little bit more, and then yeah, I'm going to park up where I was, and then I'm going to do some videos, and yeah, I'll tell you about the naughty shop that's my Achilles heel when I'm up there as well. But what a beautiful place. I don't know whether to be cheeky enough and get a picture of William, not Whalley. Oh, I don't know, I'm really not too sure. I might try and put it off, but I don't want to get told off. Being told off by a priest is, yeah, it seems worse than you. Well, I don't listen to them anyway, but yeah, it seems worse than your parents, to be honest. Oh, I didn't notice that as I walked in. How about that? Just to set it off with the bird song is just beautiful, beautiful. Well, that's 16 years and now kid-free, going around Whalley Abbey. What a stunning place. How the hell do I keep finding these places? I just went from Castleton. I knew I wanted to be on the edge of the Yorkshire Dales, so I looked around and went, there's a place called Great Britain, there's Whalley, and that's where I'm going. And how do I do it? It's not like I research these places or anything. Yeah, adults £3, children £1, and family £6 for 2 adults and up to 3 children. How can you go wrong at that? How can you go wrong at that? My word. Right, I've got to scan this in. If it doesn't work, I'll pop over to the shop. And then other than that, I'll catch you guys later. Take it easy, keep adventuring, and love you, bye.